Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to sit down and have a real heart to heart conversation about my self care and healing journey and how I'm intentionally building the life I've always dreamed of. And disclaimer, this is not going to be all perfect, polished, very demure, very mindful, but it will be rather raw, real, authentic, and kind of messy and something you could hopefully relate to. I want to share how I started, the bumps along the way, and where I'm now. So get your favorite drink, get cozy, and let's dive in. For me, healing started at a point in life where I realized I was stuck. I changed my whole self concept and spoke negatively and became, kind of evil just to make myself look cool and become a people pleaser. Think how toxic I was. I spoke badly about everyone who actually cared and loved me just to look cool in front of others, just to look cool in front of people who don't even think of me a second. That was a turning point in my life where I realized that if I keep doing what I'm doing right now, if I keep the habits that I did back then, and if I don't change my self concept, I will not be ever able to achieve whatever I wanted in the life and live the life I truly desired. I was very tired of feeling disconnected, burnt out, and disconnected from my true self. I was not behaving like my true self. I was someone else. I was totally somebody else. So then one day, what I did, I got up from bed. I did not let myself cry that day, and I got up and then I opened YouTube and binge watched every single YouTuber that could possibly relate to me, that possibly I could relate to, and whatever they told me to do, I did. I started journaling, meditating, exercising, eating healthy. I did everything. And let me tell you what happened. It wasn't all sunshine and rainbows right away. The steps that I took felt like I didn't take any of the steps, and that didn't influence my life because I was inconsistent. I was imperfect in doing all of that. All of that stuff, like, I didn't know how to journal. I didn't know how to say boundaries. I didn't know how to say no to things that your friends suggested, even though I didn't like them. So I realized that I have to be patient with myself because patience is rewarding. That code I already knew, that's why I didn't give up on myself. And one of the very first thing I incorporated into my life to start healing was somewhere or something between shadow work and journaling. The reason why I said that it was something between shadow work and journaling is because I didn't know the difference between shadow work or journaling. I was journaling, but that were not dark enough to be shadow work. So what I did for it was that I went to Pinterest, searched shadow work prompts, and a list comes up, and I did every single one of them, such as what are your deepest fears, what do you don't want people to know of you, then why do I feel stuck, what is one memory of me that I've always liked and I would live that memory again, and something like what would my perfect day look like. And I did a very pathetic answer to that question. I don't want to share with you all right now. So that was one of the first steps. And then meditating. I was, interested in witchcraft back then. That's why meditating was very normal for me. And I'm glad that it was normal for me. And I'm not saying that it has to be normal for you before you can start, but meditating could be a tremendous practice that could help you. Because what happens if you have faced trauma, anxiety, or whatever, you cannot sit still. You always have the burning desire in front of you, inside of you, and anxiety that, oh, I have to do this, I have to do that, I get to do this, I do that, this. Stop it. Meditating is what calms our mind. So even if I didn't do meditating, one another practice that I implemented was that I set 10 minutes aside to sit on a chair or a stool and look at a blank white wall. It was nothing. It was just a plain white wall, and I just sat there for 10 minutes. It might sound easy, but it's actually not easy for many, psychotic patients and even people who suffer from severe anxiety, depression, and other things. So if you want to calm yourself, truly, I really recommend doing this practice. Another practice that I implemented was setting boundaries and saying no to things that I didn't like or have a good feeling the moment it popped up. And obviously, it caused me to lose a lot of friends. We were a group of 12, 6 boys, 6 girls, and then I only have like four of them right now with friends, 4 or 5, and two new friends, I guess. But saying no to things had really cost me so much peace inside me and also lose a lot of friends. But anyways, what I did was that whenever someone came like, "Oh, do you want to do that?" I said no. Do you want to do that? No, because setting boundaries is as important. And even if I am not doing anything that day, I will still say no because your inner peace is what's important more than that. As I've continued on this healing journey, I learned something about it, that healing is not a fucking destination. It's also not about achieving perfection. It's all about embracing all the parts of you, the pretty, the beautiful, the messy, the kind, the selfish. It's about embracing all the parts that are present within you. And I was so much, at first of the healing journey, I was so much focused on trying to fix myself that I didn't realize that I was already whole. I was already fixed. Nothing had to be fixed within me because I'm not a robot, I'm a human. Human has kindness. They have something that robots don't have, and that is fixation. Robots need fixation. We don't need fixation. And in having a peaceful environment for you that is only meant for you is something I loved during the healing journey because it is really not, I cannot, and I was not able to be at peace when I do not have the things that I like near me. So I like a beach, but I don't live near a beach. The beach is like you know, the beach is like 5,000 kilometers away from my house, or even more than that. So what I did was that I incorporated, the beachy vibes in my home. Like I painted my walls in a vibrant color, like yellow, and I incorporated plants inside of it, and I created pictures. And this is not my room wall. That's why it's not vibrant. It's where I usually shoot because today was fog, and now the sun is out. And I also like the sun. Okay, and one of the most freeing things I learned in my healing journey was that healing doesn't look the same for everyone. It looks different for every single one of you, and that's why both of our healing journey may look different, but it has something alike, which is accepting a certain thing. For me, it was accepting where I was at life right now without judgment, and not beating myself up for whatever I've not done or whatever I've not achieved or something I could have started earlier. It was accepting myself and my condition and where I was at life. Your environment has such a big impact on your energy. I really suggest creating your own paradise designed for you at home. Now here's where things got interesting. I also realized that healing is not just about embracing every single part of you, but also building the life you truly want so that your soul feels aligned with it and you can finally live a fulfilling life. So that's when I started aligning my actions with my vision. I sit down aside 30 minutes or 1 hour a day, one day, And then I asked myself, what do I want my life to look like? And I didn't think logically, I didn't think in any analytical way. I just asked myself that question, and whatever popped up, I wrote that down. I wrote every single one of it down, and then I had a brainstormed page, 1 or 2 pages of what I truly want in life. And that's when I created my first vision board in 2024. In 2024. Yeah, I created my vision board in 2024 because last year only I started to actually heal myself. I set very clear goals on whatever I want, which is, live a free life and get creative. And right now, I'm just giving you an overview of it, but it was something like, I film content and share with you all guys, and then be true to myself and not changing my self concept in another way where I truly don't feel like me. And that was the start of building the life I want. And then one next thing that I did was investing in myself. Investing in yourself doesn't mean that you should buy more clothes, self care things, and other stuff like that. Should stop. But investing in yourself was something like spending time with yourself and prioritizing your growth, prioritizing your needs, prioritizing your wants, prioritizing what you want in life. Reading books, learning new skill, everything that you could put inside of you that is valuable is investing in yourself. So start investing in yourself, and you will be seeing your whole self concept changing to living a fulfilling, balanced, happy, fun, exploring life. Another thing I've learned in this healing journey was the significance, the importance of joy. Sometimes we get so much caught up in work, the healing, the hustle, and stuffs that we often forget to have fun. We Whether it's like dancing in your room, letting loose, laughing with friends, anything. Joy is also healing too. It's also one of the essential things in the healing journey. And healing doesn't always also mean embracing and whatever I said, but healing also means making space for joy so you could feel fulfilled. Joy is also a very essential thing in healing journey, and something that's helping you build your life. Exploration. And by this I don't mean like traveling more, even though I would enjoy that, but also exploring different parts of you and what hobbies you would like to have, because you have only one life. Live it, experiment with it. It's also like going skydiving, even though I'm not permitted to. I would really love that. But right now that I'm doing some hobbies are, painting, singing, instrument playing, cooking. I'm very bad at it though. And some other things, like even creating content. Actually loved. I've grown very happy with creating content. And it also includes pushing yourself out of your comfort zone and not get stuck in your bed and not rot the rest of your life, because at your deathbed you could be thinking, I would have done that. I wish I had did that and stuff. So I stopped overthinking everything and started saying yes to opportunities that I feel like it. Looking back on where I started and where I am now, it's crazy how much has changed. I'm not fully healed. Healing is not a destination but a lifelong process, but I feel so much more grounded, confident, calm, and at peace to where I'm headed now. And one thing that has made a huge difference was building a community. I always like interacting with people, like minded people, and building this online space where I could connect with you and read your stories too, and you could listen to mine too. It has made my journey more healing and I love it more than ever. Thanks for sticking around and listening to my story. And if you're on your healing journey too, then I can encourage you to trust the process. Healing is not easy, but it's so worth it. You are truly worthy of the life you desired because it's already yours. You truly are worth of whatever you want and whatever you think is yours. You're truly worth it, and the journey is worth it. And if this video resonated with you, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you can get notified every time I post a raw, real, authentic kind of content. And then until next time, see you and take care. You got this.